Hello everyone, I'm Wes and welcome back to my quadcopter lair. Today I have gotten something in the mail and it is a new build that I am just going to start on. This is going to be my 5th build, I believe, and I haven't made any video tutorials on any of my builds. So I figured this would be a good one to do it because Xaircraft is a big name and I spent a lot of money on this. I'm going to have probably around $3,000 tied up in this quad, and I wanted to share just exactly what you get when you spend good money for parts. And Xaircraft is definitely what I consider to be close to, if not the top of the line. So, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and do a quick unboxing. Alright, and there you are. Well, first impressions, let's kind of go over some of the pieces that came in this. The first thing I noticed is right on top when I pulled it out of the box, this has a rough feel to it. It kind of grainy, to me it feels like it's been lightly sandblasted, would be my best way to describe it. It's kind of rough. Not as rough as sandpaper, but kind of a texture feel. I kind of was hoping that they would come smooth. It would be a lot easier when you paint this to make it look a little bit better without having the rough in there. But we'll see what we can do with that, because I want to customize a little bit and paint that so that it kind of separates it from all the other X650 frames that are out there. I'm going to start with the least piece that I didn't think was that great. Is actually the legs here for the landing gear. I guess they're okay. It just seems the quality of the rest of these parts that they kind of cheaped out on the legs here. I mean, and it's not really that big of a deal. I'm sure they'll work fine. I don't know how strong they are, but the quality of the other pieces, like I said, and then you look at this. I don't know if you can see the waviness in that leg right there. Not a big deal, but when you pay really good money for a frame, you kind of expect to have a little bit more. You can kind of see how that leg there has a kind of a swing in it right there. I don't know. It almost looks like it's leaning one direction and then kind of twisted a little bit another direction. So definitely not real impressed with this part of the front of the kit. This other one kind of looks the same. I don't know if that's the way they're supposed to look, but just you can kind of see a notch in this one. So far out of this whole kit, and you can kind of see here, these look like they might be twisted a little bit. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that's the part that I've been least impressed with, is the actual legs, which is not a big deal because I'm surely I can get another pair. And then the next thing I want to point out is these arms that the motors bolt to. These here. When I first seen this kit online, I just automatically assumed that they make everything out of plastic, almost anything evermore. So I thought these were plastic. Well, come to find out, when I was taking it out of the box, I dropped one. See if we can hear it. Kind of gives a ting to it. Well, I realized as soon as I picked it up, I was like, hey, this thing is made out of aluminum. It's a casted aluminum part. I don't know if it's, surely all the holes and stuff like this has been machined into it. But all of these are aluminum, so I was really felt a lot better about the frame because, hey, finally something isn't plastic. All these pieces here, these rings for the mounts, some of these I don't know what they go to just yet. I think they have something to do with the carbon fiber arms. But all these are aluminum. These here are aluminum. So I was impressed with that. The only plastic pieces that I found so far in this kit is going to be these mounts here. And then these brace pieces that go inside the frame. And then the pieces here that goes on the end of the tubes here. These here are also plastic as well. The carbon fiber, I haven't gotten all of it out to look at it yet, but just this tube here, just looking at it, it's really straight. I mean, it is almost perfect. Good quality carbon fiber. So when you look at this frame and you think, man, $300 is a lot to spend. It is a lot to spend, but the quality of the parts here, in exception to those landing gear there, not impressed with, is really good. I'm impressed. And the main thing that I like about this, and I haven't gone through the instruction manual yet, but I noticed that everything has been labeled with a number. Every part has been labeled. Every bag, I should say, has been labeled. Even the screws here I haven't gotten them out yet, but every one of them are labeled. So they divided the screws up separately, so as you put this thing together, it tells you what bag you need with the screws that you're going to use. So when you're putting something like this together with this many screws, that is almost a blessing, because you don't have to sift through a big bag of screws trying to figure out what screw goes to exactly what. They've really simplified that and made it a lot less confusing, and I'm sure the build will go a whole lot faster because they have organized everything with labels. And this is the plates that these will go on. But comes with a battery strap and some more pieces here, some more foam. I'm sure this is probably to mount the flight controller on. I'm not 100% sure yet, just my initial guess. But anyway, everything else that you get here, I think these are stickers to put on your carbon fiber tubes so you can mark what's the front. And of course these are our carbon fiber tubes and some stickers. They've even given you 4 zip ties. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for yet. The detail in the frame you can see like in the end of these the tubes here. Zoom in on that just a little bit. They actually say Xaircraft on them. So attention to detail is definitely a plus in this as well. Even these rubber grommets here that hold the landing gear on have got, see if I can get the glare off of it, got Xaircraft in them. So there's definitely good quality parts in here. These here also have Xaircraft wrote on them. So it's good to see a frame like this that they've paid attention to detail and made it a lot easier to put this together. But anyway, this is going to conclude this part of the video. My next video up will be showing the flight controller and the ESCs. So stay tuned.